النوبي مال الله فرج.
محمد سالم المنصوري.
محمد عبد الله العلي.
عبد الله محمد الحمادي.
دياب خالد النعيمي.
Our traditional clothes is Kandura. This is Kandura. Ghatra. Gahfiya. This one. And Uqal.
UAE country take care of about many of the plants from the beginning of UAE and until this day. The most important plant in UAE is the nakhla. All UAE person and people love the nakhla because it is very old, and Prophet Muhammad tell us it's a good tree, and we can take tamar from the nakhla. And old people used to make home from a nakhla, arish.
I'm going to talk about salt. People in the past used it for hunting and killing. Nowadays they make it just for competitions and just designed for using for tourism. And it's made for iron, and the cover of the salt is made about steel.
Today we're gonna talk about that kind of boats. We have like 7 kinds, but this one's called gel boat by our language, and also we've been using it for a long time for exported things from India to UAE and China and these places. We were sharing the items like silk and food and kind of spicy. And nowadays we are not using that kind of so much, but we still doing the competition.
واحد اثنين ثلاث.
Our grandfather have been used animal to transport from area to other area, but nowadays we have cars and many different cars. It's faster and smaller than horse. Recently we maintain that culture way by Al Wathba Marathon. It's maintain our culture.
I'm the manager of the group that we made it the project of our subject culture diversity. And the best part we're gonna talk about first things about what's make our culture unique. What's make our culture unique? The first things that we have a culture that focusing on family. That our first thing that's the family, then our work, not like the other thing like your work, then your family. But we have the family in the first part. Move in a really strong position, like you have to go to study or something, but in the end you're gonna get back. Even in our family, what's make our culture unique? The first things that we have a culture that focusing on family. That our first thing that's the family, then our work, not like the other thing. Our grandparents made their life by staying to each other. That makes the living in the desert is easy. Also they learned how to get the benefit from desert and also from sea by hunting and fishing. Our culture has changed during 40 years. For example, people were riding animals to get to any places. Nowadays they are riding cars. And the second example, they used to live in rocks, homes made of rocks. Now they are living in towers. And the last example, instead of hunting for food, now they are buying it from supermarket. After that, all of the time our culture still exists, and the father still learning this their sons and their child about the culture to promote it.
What is your plan?
Spain.
Can you
nowadays it's not that important, like it's not that famous, like young people or yeah, we don't like it that much, it's about booze. I don't know if you know about this bull racing and all this stuff.
Can you tell me about your opinion, local culture?
Okay, about the culture here. I think, well, it's quite different from us because we like to go party. They don't do, they do their different party. Whenever I go for a mall, for example, and on the streets, I see a lot of like main groups singing and dancing in circles. It's really nice.
Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Finland.
Can you tell me about your culture?
Finnish culture is very fast moving. We have different values. We work hard, and after working hard, family comes the second. So this is due to the high technology that we produce in especially Northern Europe.
What did you think about local culture, Emirati culture?
I feel that local culture here in UAE is very family orientated, and people are very warm-hearted, and they value, they appreciate the family life, and they're very loyal to each other, and especially towards elder people.
The local residents are less than 19%, and to promote our culture with the other nationalities, we have to share it with them, and that can promote our culture.
Our country is welcoming tourists. There is a huge difference between the culture. Sharing the culture is damaging our culture.
The UAE is the best example of the countries that contains a mix of cultures due to a lot of nationalities.
In conclusion of our video, after we did the project, we find a lot of things that the people try to keep our culture after the big mixing of other culture that came in UAE, but people try as much as they can to keep it.
UAE before was a desert, and now it's become green. So UAE try to make it green and green and green. So UAE love to be green.
Transport now easiest than before.
Also, we found like how people to use transport in sea and land as well. We tell you how to find how the traditional look of local dish dash and this stuff, and this was our conclusion, and thank you.